Benvenuto! Welcome to Cherry Hill Home Cooking. My name is Mark. Today we're going to continue on our little series of the impossible pies using Bisquick. This one is impossible coconut pie. I guess when they first published this cookbook, this was the most popular recipe that people made. So I know I've made it once or twice years ago, but we're going to give it a try today. And I had said to Wade that this video is going to go by so fast his head would spin, and he said, "You've said that before." But anyway, all right. So before we talk about our ingredients, which are really easy, you probably have half of them in your cabinet already, we're going to talk about the pie pan, okay? This one calls for a 9-inch pie pan or pie plate. All right, now, if you don't have a 9-inch pie plate, don't worry about it. You can use a 10-inch one, or I don't know if they come in 8 inches, but anyway, if they do, the only thing that's going to change really is your baking time. So if you use a smaller one, it's going to take a little longer to bake. If you use a larger one, it's going to take a little less time to bake. So just keep an eye on it, all right? This recipe calls for a bake time of about between 40 and 45 minutes. So, and the other thing you're going to need is you need a cookie sheet. Okay, and this is really necessary. We're going to put our pie on our cookie sheet. I put some tin foil on there. I don't think this is going to spill over, but it has to do with keeping the heat even underneath the pie. All right, so what do we need for our impossible coconut pie? We need some shredded coconut. All right, so I got a cup of that. Of course, all the measurements will be in the description. We need 1/4 cup of melted butter. This happens to be unsalted. It doesn't really matter all that much, but you don't want it screaming hot, all right? So melt it and let it cool down a little bit. It doesn't have to be totally cool. Room temperature would be good, all right? We need some granulated sugar. 3/4 cup of that. Of course, we need original Bisquick, all right? We actually only need a 1/2 cup of Bisquick in this recipe. And we need some whole milk. Now, I would use whole milk in this just because it is kind of a custardy, creamy pie, and it really, there's not a lot of fat in it, so it needs the fat to, give it that nice creaminess. All right. We need some vanilla, which I've put in my milk, and we need 4 eggs. So I guess really the only cooking part I saved is we got to grease the bottom of our pie plate. I'm using some butter. You can use vegetable shortening if you want. Probably got a little bit too much in there, but oh well, you can never have enough butter, right? Do the bottom and the sides. We got our oven preheated to 350. All right, and we could put that on our baking sheet. Okay, so we got our 4 eggs. Okay, get the glove off. Let's give them a little mix. Let's get our sugar in there. And you don't have to worry about really incorporating it all that much, but just give it a good stir till there are no lumps. All right, we can add our milk in. Let's add our butter in. I saw a hummingbird out there. It's going now. All right, put those in there. Give that a mix. Get our Bisquick in there. It's been sitting on the counter for a little bit. And I'll put that in, give it about half of it. Now, you could do this in the blender, like we did on our first Impossible Baking Pie. And again, we don't need to worry about, you know, this thickening up or anything, or we just want to make sure we don't got any lumps in there. See, that's smooth. Make sure you scrape down the sides a bit. Let me wipe off my floury finger. Then put our coconut in. And that's it. What?
Go so fast you're going to spill it.
Oh, yeah. And again, that's all there is to it. Get off there. It's not good. All right, we'll bring our pie plate back and just pour it in. All right, and hopefully in 45 minutes you're going to say, "Oh, that is an impossible coconut pie." Okay, let's walk it over to our preheated oven. Oven rack is in the middle. Don't mind my dirty oven. And, okay, set a timer for 40 minutes.
All right, 40 minutes.
Now. The cook time in the recipe is between 40 and 45 minutes. I set my timer for 40 minutes, so I'll come back and give it a check. And if it's done, we'll take it out. If not, we'll give it another 5 minutes. See you in 45 minutes. Okay, guys, it's been 45 minutes. Just to make a little correction, I think I said it should bake between 40 and 45 minutes in the recipe. It's actually 45 minutes and 50 minutes. Again, always check the recipe. All right, let's see if it's done. It looks golden brown and delicious to me. So, we want it to be golden brown and delicious, just like it is. We want it to be firm. Okay, that's pretty firm. And then, now with this cake, we want to touch, maybe turn on the lights. Oops. Wade's giving me directions here. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so with most of these cakes, you don't necessarily want to try right in the middle to see if it's done. You want it about halfway between the rim and the middle, all right? Because it will continue to cook a little bit. But so just insert a toothpick and it's come out clean, all right? You know, it's not wet. We'll try it one other place. And again, it's clean. All right, guys. Now, hard part is you got to wait a few minutes to let it cool down before you cut it. I'd say a good 10 minutes at least. All right, we'll move it over to the counter. We'll take some pretty pictures, and there you go.
Delicious.
Doesn't it? Okay, guys, for dessert, we're having our impossible coconut pie made possible by Bisquick. I haven't had this in a long time. I don't know if I've ever made this for you.
No, it's my first time for me.
I think you've had it. I just don't remember.
Wow.
It's like coconut custard.
It is. Yeah, it's like a custard pie.
Yep.
Coconut. Yeah.
It's delicious. It's creamy. It's
Wow.
coconutty.
I'm a big fan of Bisquick now.
Yep. Now, this is still a little tad bit warm. It's almost at room temperature. You know, you could heat this up in the microwave, have it with some ice cream or something, a little bit of whipped cream.
Oh, that is delicious.
That only adds to its deliciousness.
That was really good.
Alrighty, that's all I got to say.
Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Check out cherryhillhomecooking.com. See you on the next video. Bye. What's so funny about that?
Because I was making faces when you said, oh, like and subscribe and shaking my head. It's tasty.
It is.
Yep.